Hello, congratulations. How are you feeling after a performance like that and now you're a UFC fighter?
I feel amazing. This is such an amazing feeling to have my team here, to have my family here, to be able to have that performance. Yeah, it feels incredible.
And I know everybody goes in hoping and expecting to win, but did the fight go the way that you had thought it would go?
Yeah, Ernie Juarez was a tough guy. We knew it. We knew he was going to be tough. That was his defining trait. He had a tough spirit. He was going to persevere. I thought I heard him early and often, but he kept coming back, kept coming back. And I knew it'd be a gritty fight. There was times where I had to check my resolve, fortify my mind, and I was able to secure a knockout. I know I can find it. I can find it on anybody. I can find that knockout. I can find that chin. I can find that neck on anybody in the world.
And I imagine that you thought about this moment for a long time in your career when you can say, I'm officially a UFC fighter. Did it play out the way that you had anticipated it would?
Got this fight 11 days notice. Thought about every single scenario the first 3 days. Spent the first 3 days like, oh, what if I do this? What if I do this? How do I make today the best version, tomorrow the best version? And then at the end of the day, I just had to really trust the process. It's one of the things we talk about at the MMA Lab is we trust the process. It's a daily thing. So if I just focus on what I can do today, what's the very next step? That was where my mentality was at.
Was it hard not to get a little bit starstruck just in fight week? You know, you're here in the UFC, you're seeing all these things you maybe have seen before, but it's your time now. Was it hard to center yourself?
I was a little worried about that earlier because I am such a fan of this. I'm such a nerd of the game. I love the sport. I'm seeing Forrest Griffin just walking around. I'm seeing so many people. I'm like, oh, this is like, these are the men. These are like idols to me. But I knew what the job was. I came here. This is a business trip. I came here to do business. I didn't let it sway me.
He was sitting and watching your fight, by the way, Forrest was.
That's awesome.
Looking ahead a little bit, have you thought about your UFC debut? Anybody you'd like to fight? If in a perfect world, who would you call out and maybe a location or a date or a fight card or anything like that?
Oh boy, I wish I had an answer for that. I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I spent all my time and energy to get to this position, but this is just the beginning. Now it's time to put the work in. Now it's time to show who I really am day in and day out. And I've done that for the last 16 years. I've been in this game since I was 10 years old. I've had this dream for so many years. So I want to fight the best in the world. I want to show that I'm the best in the world. As far as next, I'm not too sure. I've done 6 weight cuts in the last 10 months. I've taken 5 fights in the last 9 months. So I want some skill development time, but then I want everybody.
Was it difficult to come out and fight after seeing your teammate get knocked out like that?
Of course, but we can't really let that sway us or inform anything we do. It's tough, man. Aang is a stud. This doesn't change who he is. He's one of the best in the world, and he'll come back and prove that. He'll learn a lot from this. But, yeah, it is what it is. I keep myself calm. I keep myself centered. I focus on the very next task, and that was to take out Ernie Juarez.
Where were you when you got the call that you were competing on this show?
I had my nephew over for a sleepover. I was planning a day for him. I was gonna take him to like a ninja kids park. We're gonna go get ice. We're literally about to go get ice cream. I got the call and I was like, "Sorry, man, you're getting ice cream. I'm not. We're not doing trampolines. I'm not busting my ass right before the fight. Fuck that." But we got it done, and yeah, it's been a whirlwind of 11 days. But man, I love the chaos in all aspects of this game.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Jose, on that note of being a student of the game, when you come into this building and you're going into the fight, who do you feel like you emulate your game after?
Dude, I'm an amalgamation of so many people, not just fighters, but just people. I draw inspiration from everybody. I try to learn from everybody that I possibly can. My favorite fighters growing up was Jose Aldo, Anderson Silva, BJ Penn, but everybody, I study everybody, man. I got incredible teammates at the MMA Lab. I got Benson Henderson over there. We got our head coach, John Crouch. We have Mario Bautista. I trained with Mario Bautista last Monday. Last Tuesday, I trained with Maniac McGee last Monday. I draw inspiration from all my teammates, from everybody in the game, and then from all my people. I've seen people work so goddamn hard, like unbelievably hard. Their hard work has inspired me, man. I'm from Yuma, Arizona. Yuma, Arizona has inspired me. Phoenix, Arizona has inspired me. Paredones has inspired me. I'm just the amalgamation of a ton of people.
Well, with all those sacrifices and all those victories, small and large, where does this rank for you in your career?
This is the sweetest moment by far, but I want more. There will be many more sweet moments, man. I want legacy. I want years and years. I'm not in here to be a flash in the pan. I want legacy. I want to put my family name with the likes of Henderson, with the likes of Silva, with the likes of Aldo. I believe I'm cut from that cloth, and I want to show that.
So, quick one for me. Congratulations first off. How did it feel to see Dana stand up and go congratulate you? I mean, we can tell you that he doesn't do that every time, so I guess how does it feel to see that?
Oh, man, Dana's a legend, man. He's done so much for this sport. I've been such a fan of this sport since I started in 2008. The sport has grown so much to watch. This is one of the UFC buildings. It's one of them, you know, the Apex, PI. To see Dana White was an honor, man. He's done so much for this game, the thing I love to do, and it was awesome. I was looking for his ass after the fight. I couldn't find him, but then he came up to me, so it worked out.
Awesome. And obviously, a lot of fans were big on your guys' fight. They loved it. So what is your mentality you carry in a brawl-type scenario?
I think first and foremost, I respect this craft to the best of my ability. I care about this. I'm intentional each and every day. But fuck, I like to bang too. So it's the two sides of that coin. I'm trying to be as techno as I can, and then I'm trying to swing it as hard as I can.
Last one for me. We know the MMA Lab carries a lot of great talents inside that gym, but especially in those 35, 45 weight classes. So what can we expect in the coming months, years from the MMA Lab?
Expect what you've been expecting, man. These guys have produced greatness for so many years. Since 2007, the building's been established, and you can expect that to come, man. Antoine Ho is coming back, and he's going to come back and get what's his. We have so many. Leslie Hernandez just got her shot. She'll be on in October. She's coming in, and she's taking what's hers. You can just expect greatness.
Thank you.
Congrats, my man, on the win. Just kind of like piggybacking off of what you talked with Wyatt and Geronimo. Arizona continues to just build. It's been on the map. And you got such huge names from a Benson Henderson, WEC, UFC champion, a Cain Velasquez, a Sean O'Malley. How crazy is that to be part of that legacy potentially now that your UFC career has begun?
It feels amazing to follow in their footsteps. And let's speak on Yuma, Arizona. I mean, Yuma, Arizona has produced Cain Velasquez, has produced Calvin Gastelum, Efrain Escudero, Edgar Garcia. It's a small town, and it's produced a lot of incredible talent, and it speaks to the mentality of the culture. This is a culture of hardworking people, man. We've seen people work so hard. I can't stress that enough, and I think that's what inspires us all, and it makes us want to strive to be great, to let them know that hard work wasn't taken in vain.
For sure. And lastly, being a nerd, you're about that life, you're about the game. How crazy again, and almost ironic is it, but yet perfect that you got the call just like you hear so many other greats before you. There wasn't no perfect like, hey man, we got word a couple months from now they're lighting something up. We got the weight class, we got the opponent. No, it was just as chaotic as it could have been, but could it have been any more perfect?
Dude, from the very first day I stepped on the mats, the very first hour, I was like, this is the most chaotic shit I've ever been a part of. But I love it. Like, I love being in the chaos. I love the whirlwind of it all. I love the doubt. I love the questions. Like, oh, shit, can I get this done? Can I be what I got to be? I love all of that. Like, that's such a fascinating part. Ideal world, sure, we'll take 2 months. We'll take 3 months, but we'll take it how we get it.
That's awesome, man. Well, welcome to the chaos, and congrats on that contract.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.